Would you pay $1,000 just to stand in the sweaty crowd for 90 minutes, or would you rather fly to China for 7 days of pure luxury at a lower price? Right now, as we speak, millions of football fans are throwing away their life savings on the 2026 World Cup. A single standard 90-minute stadium ticket? According to recent resale market data, entry-level seats are already surging to over $1,000, with price falls hitting double that of secondary markets. I'm not saying that for the football lovers this is meaningless, but it is a fact that the ticket of World Cup has risen to an unreasonable level. Meanwhile, basic hotel rooms in host cities are skyrocketing to $800 a night. It is absolute madness, and honestly, if you look at the sheer value of your hard-earned money, it is total scam. But what if I told you for that exact same budget, you could skip the overpriced stadium hot dogs and live like an absolute emperor for 7 full days in China? I'm talking about having your own private movie theater spa suite with endless free food, getting chauffeured around in luxury vehicles by drivers wearing crispy white gloves, and feasting on world-class authentic hot pot without ever looking at a price tag. Welcome back to Wikipedia China. I'm Vicky, your China lifestyle decoder. Today we are officially hacking the global travel system and breaking down the ultimate lifestyle arbitrage of this year: how to spend $800 to buy a week of pure luxury in China. But before you ask,
But Vicky, we need a visa to enter China. There's so much paperwork and money.
let me stop you right there and correct you the math. Yes, a 10-year multiple entry visa for you has a base cost of about $140, but paying that money is officially the smartest financial investment you will make this decade. Stop looking at it as a government fee. Look at it as a VIP pass that unlocks a massive 3-to-1 purchasing power loop. The moment you step foot here, your currency gains literal superpowers. If you hold an ordinary passport from the UK, Germany, or Australia, China's latest travel policies means you can step right in, completely visa-free for up to 30 days. The door is wide open, the arbitrage is real, and the numbers do not lie. We just planned a 7-day, 6-night journey, and I keep every single receipt. We will hit 2 iconic cities, Beijing for ancient royal luxury and Chongqing for 8-dimension cyberpunk privilege. Our royal journey begins in Beijing, the epic center of China's imperial history. This is where emperors ruled the world for centuries, and we wanted that exact same treatment. But we won't do it by booking an expensive, overpriced tour guide. We will do it using local digital infrastructure. On day 1, we visit the Forbidden City. Instead of fighting for a regular taxi standing on a chaotic street corner or paying a $99 surge-the Uber fee like you would in New York or London, we open a local app called Didi and order Didi Luxury. Within 5 minutes, a brand new pitch-black luxury sedan pulled up perfectly to the curb. Out steps a professional chauffeur wearing a tailored suit and actual white gloves. He bows, addresses you respectfully by name, opens the door, and inside you'll find the chilled Ivan water and custom climate control. The cost for this high-end experience across the city? $15. Split by 2 people, that is $7.50. You can't even get a decent cup of coffee in London or New York. After walking through the ancient palaces, it is time for dinner. In the West, fine dining requires booking a month in advance and an automatic 10% tip for average service. In Beijing, we will go to a high-end imperial county restaurant. For the price of a standard basic stadium hot dog in America, a master chef stands right at the table carving an authentic Peking duck. The skin is so crispy, it literally melts like cotton candy on your tongue. The total cost for a feast fit for a king, $30 per person. Not tipping culture, no taxi surprise, just a world-class culinary art. But the biggest luxury China isn't something you can buy with cash, it's the safety. On day 2 and day 3, we could stay out incredibly late, exploring the hidden hutong alleys and local design areas. Walking back to our hotel at 1 a.m. with my phone out in my hand and jewelry on. There are no sketchy corners, no catcalling, no aggressive panhandlers, and absolutely zero anxiety. If you live in London, New York, or Paris, you know exactly how exhausting it is to constantly watch your back. Peace of mind is the ultimate modern luxury, and in China it comes completely free. We will spend 3 nights in a beautiful boutique hotel right in the historic center, which cost us just $153 per person after splitting the room. Now it's time to change eras completely. On day 4, we check out and head to the train station. Forget about stressful airport security, taking off your shoes, liquid restrictions, and paying $50 for a checked bag. We will board the high-speed rail network to head southwest. For $112, we can get a spacious seat on a bullet train going 350 kilometers per hour. It's so insanely quiet and vibration-free that you can literally balance a coin vertically on the windowsill, and it won't fall over for miles. And after a few hours, this machine teleports you across 1,000 miles, moving you from China's ancient history straight into its sci-fi future. Welcome to Chongqing, the undisputed capital of the future. This is a city built entirely on mountains, where the 10th floor of one building is actually the ground floor of another. The visual scale of this city is mind-blowing, and just walking around looking at the architecture costs absolutely $0. We will check into a high-rise apartment overlooking the Yangtze River for our final 3 nights, which cost us a grand total of $153 per person. But we don't come here just to look at buildings, we come for the ultimate relaxation hack. In the West, if you go get a massage, you pay a ridiculous amount of money, sit in a tiny room, and get kicked out the minute the clock strikes 60. In Chongqing, you go to a luxury spa. For $42, you are given a private movie theater suite. And here's the kicker, it includes an all-you-can-eat menu. I'm not talking about stale crackers and water, I'm talking about a digital tablet where you can order unlimited fresh beef noodles, pork dumplings, fresh watermelon, iced milk tea, and actual Haagen-Dazs ice cream brought directly to your bed by staff who refuse to take tips. You can literally stay there, eat, watch movies, and relax for hours. It is a definition of consumer paradise. Also, you cannot visit this city without experiencing its culinary crown jewel, Chongqing hot pot. We book a private booth at a restaurant sitting directly on a cliffside overlooking the neon lights of the river. We will have premium beef, fresh local vegetables, handmade noodles, and everything was delivered to our table by an automated robot server. In London or Los Angeles, a dining experience with a view like this would easily run you $200 minimum. But here, the entire feast for 2 people comes out to less than $50 total. That is $25 per person for a luxury dinner. Okay, let's pull up the honest ledger and look at the final math. If you and a friend pack your bags right now, and here is exactly what 1 week of royal travel in China costs per person. 4-star boutique accommodation, that is 6 nights total, $306. High-speed bullet train Beijing to Chongqing, $112. Imperial dining and riverview hotpot total food, $195. White glove chauffeurs and luxury rides, $55. Movie theater spas and historic entrance fee, $82. And other spendings, $50. That brings your grand total to exactly $800 per person. Think about it, for $800, you can either get a single ticket to a crowded sports match, or you can have an unforgettable white-collar multi-city luxury vacation across China. But if you are wondering why is everything so cheap in China, I think there are 3 main reasons. First up, let's talk about labor. In China, the population is enormous, so the hourly wage is much lower in China than in the West. Think about it, when you get a haircut, grab a bite to eat, or hire someone to clean your apartment, you are basically paying for their time. Since time is cheaper here, services that would cost you an arm and a leg in the US feel like a pocket change in China. Second, China is literally the world's factory. We make almost everything right in our own backyard, from the clothes on your back to the tag in your pocket. Because it's all native, we don't have to deal with massive overseas shipping fees or crazy import tariffs. Finally, the government plays a role. It keeps a tight leash on basic living costs. Things like water, electricity, gas, and public transit are heavily subsidized. The government keeps these prices rock solid, even when global markets go crazy. Meanwhile, in most Western countries, these utilities float with a free market, which is why your electric bill might suddenly skyrocket out of nowhere. So let me ask you down in the comments, which choice are you making? 1 World Cup ticket or 1 week in China? Let me know in the comment. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next stop. And I will see you in the next one.